Learn English through story.
เรียนภาษาอังกฤษตามระยะเรื่อง
The garden on the third floor. On a cool Saturday morning, Lily drove to her grandfather's house in a small Kansas town. The house stood at the end of a quiet street. It had white walls, a green door, and a large garden behind it. Grandpa Ben had lived there for 42 years. He and Grandma Rose had raised 2 children in that house. They had celebrated birthdays in the kitchen and watched summer storms from the front porch. Every spring, they planted tomatoes, beans, and yellow flowers in the garden. But Grandma Rose had died the year before. Since then, the house had become too much for Grandpa Ben. The roof needed work, the stairs hurt his knees, and the garden was full of weeds. After a long family discussion, he had agreed to move to a senior apartment building near Lily. Lily found him in the kitchen, sitting beside an empty cardboard box. "Good morning, Grandpa," she said gently. He looked at the box and sighed. "I don't know where to begin." Lily sat across from him. "You do not have to do everything today. There are 42 years in this house," he said. "How can I put 42 years into boxes? We can take it one box at a time." Grandpa Ben gave her a small smile. Together, they started with the kitchen cabinet. He kept his blue coffee cups, his best frying pan, and the red bowl Grandma Rose had used for bread dough. They gave away old plates and several pots that he never used. In the living room, Grandpa Ben picked up each photograph slowly. He told Lily a story about every one. In one picture, he and Rose were dancing at a family wedding. In another, they were standing beside their first car. "I miss the way things used to be," he said. Lily put her arm around him. "You can be sad and still move forward." He nodded, but tears filled his eyes. They sat quietly for a few minutes. Lily did not try to hurry him. She knew that packing was not only about objects. Her grandfather was saying goodbye to a whole part of his life. Later, they went outside to work in the garden. Most of the plants were dry, but a few yellow flowers still grew near the fence. "Your grandmother loved these," Grandpa Ben said. "She called them little suns." Lily noticed a small wooden box in the shed. "Could we take some of the flowers with us?" she asked. "There is no yard at the new apartment. Maybe we can put them by your window." Grandpa Ben shook his head. "Plants need more than a window." Lily did not argue. She placed the wooden box near the back door and continued helping him. Moving day came 2 weeks later. Grandpa Ben stood on the front porch while the movers carried out the last chair. He held the house key tightly in his hand. "Are you ready?" Lily asked. "No," he answered honestly. Then he took a deep breath. "But I can still go." During the drive, Grandpa Ben was silent. When they reached the apartment building, he looked up at its 3 floors and many windows. "It looks like a hotel," he said. "Sometimes a new place needs time to feel like home." His apartment was on the 3rd floor. It had 1 bedroom, a bright kitchen, and a small balcony. Lily had already placed his favorite chair near the window. She put the red bowl on the kitchen table and hung the family photographs on the wall. Grandpa Ben walked through each room. "Everything is so close together." "That may be easier on your knees," Lily said. "I suppose so." That evening, someone knocked on the door. A woman with silver hair stood in the hallway. She held a warm apple pie. "My name is Maria," she said. "I live across the hall. Would you like to have dinner with us?" Grandpa Ben looked uncomfortable. "Thank you, but I'm tired." After Maria left, Lily cut 2 pieces of pie. "She seems kind," Lily said. "I'm not here to make friends," he replied. "I'm only here because I cannot care for my house." Lily felt hurt, but she understood his fear. Asking for help is not the same as giving up. Grandpa Ben stared out the window. "It feels like giving up." For the next few weeks, Lily visited often. Grandpa Ben unpacked his boxes, but he did not leave his apartment except to get the mail. He ate alone and watched old television shows. When Maria invited him to play cards, he always said no. One afternoon, Lily arrived with the small wooden box from the old shed. It was filled with dark soil and 3 of Grandma Rose's yellow flowers. "I told you there isn't enough space," Grandpa Ben said. "These are not for the balcony," Lily replied. "Come with me." She led him downstairs and through a back door. Behind the building was a community garden. There were raised garden beds, a tool shed, and a long wooden table. Several residents were planting vegetables. Maria waved from beside a row of peppers. "We saved a garden bed for you." Grandpa Ben looked at Lily. "You planned this?" "I asked if there was any open space." Maria and the manager did the rest. He touched one of the yellow flowers. His face became soft and sad. "Rose would have liked this garden." You brought the important things with you. Grandpa Ben looked at the people working together. A man was having trouble lifting a bag of soil. Without thinking, Grandpa Ben walked over and helped him. "Thank you," the man said. "I'm Arthur. I have strong ideas, but a weak back." Grandpa Ben laughed for the first time that day. "I'm Ben. My back and my ideas are both old." Soon, he was showing Arthur how deep to plant the tomatoes. He explained that peppers needed sunlight and that beans should not get too much water. The other residents listened carefully. Maria handed him a small shovel. "We meet here every Tuesday and Thursday morning. We could use someone with experience." Grandpa Ben looked at Lily. Then he looked at the empty garden bed. "I think I am ready to try." They planted the 3 yellow flowers at one end of the bed. Grandpa Ben added tomatoes and green beans beside them. Before Lily left, he promised to water everything the next morning. Over the next 2 months, the garden grew. So did Grandpa Ben's new life. He began eating dinner with Maria and Arthur on Fridays. He taught a young neighbor how to grow tomatoes in a bucket. He still missed his old house, and some days were harder than others. However, he no longer spent every day alone. At the end of summer, Lily visited him for a garden dinner. The residents had placed a long table between the garden beds. Everyone brought something to share. Grandpa Ben made tomato soup and served it in Grandma Rose's red bowl. After dinner, he and Lily stood beside the yellow flowers. They were tall and bright under the evening sun. "I thought leaving the house meant losing my life with Rose," he said. "Now I understand something. Change does not erase the past." Lily took his hand. "No, it doesn't." Grandpa Ben looked up at his third-floor window. A small light shone behind the curtain. Maria and Arthur were calling him back to the table. For the first time, he did not call the building his new apartment. He simply called it home. You do not have to do everything today. You do not have to do everything today. You do not have to do everything today.
អ្នកមិនចាំបាច់ធ្វើអ្វីទាំងអស់ឲ្យរួចក្នុងថ្ងៃនេះទេ
We can take it one box at a time. We can take it one box at a time. We can take it one box at a time.
យើងអាចរៀបម្ដងមួយកេះ
I miss the way things used to be. I miss the way things used to be. I miss the way things used to be. ខ្ញុំនឹកអ្វីកាលពីមុនណាស់ You can be sad and still move forward. You can be sad and still move forward. You can be sad and still move forward. អ្នកអាចមានអារម្មណ៍សោកសៅហើយនៅតែបន្តដំណើរទៅមុខបាន Sometimes a new place needs time to feel like home. Sometimes a new place needs time to feel like home. 'Sometimes a new place needs time to feel like home. ពេលខ្លះកន្លែងថ្មីមួយត្រូវការពេលវេលាទើបធ្វើឲ្យយើងមានអារម្មណ៍ថាជាផ្ទះ Would you like to have dinner with us? Would you like to have dinner with us? Would you like to have dinner with us? តើអ្នកចង់ញ៉ាំអាហារពេលល្ងាចជាមួយពួកយើងទេ Asking for help is not the same as giving up. Asking for help is not the same as giving up. 'Asking for help is not the same as giving up. ការសុំជំនួយមិនដូចនឹងការចោះចាញ់ទេ You brought the important things with you. You brought the important things with you. You brought the important things with you. អ្នកបានយករបស់សំខាន់មកជាមួយហើយ I think I am ready to try. I think I am ready to try. I think I am ready to try. ខ្ញុំគិតថាខ្ញុំត្រៀមខ្លួនសាកល្បងហើយ Change does not erase the past. Change does not erase the past. Change does not erase the past.
ការផ្លាស់ប្ដូរមិនលុបបំបាត់អតីតកាលទេ